Okay, well we've got Izzy with us for the
Yeah,
new
we love
Star
Izzy with
Wars
us.
trailer has just landed stateside.
Are we watching Star Wars?
Solo. Have you seen the first trailer?
Yeah.
And what did you think of the trailer?
Yeah, I really liked it actually. I was surprised because I don't like the non-canon ones.
What did you think of Rogue One?
I mean, like, everyone really liked. I did like it, but I just wish it didn't exist.
Purposefully cutting you out.
I'm now listening to Russian
Yeah.
because Rogue One, cannons, I haven't got a clue what you're talking about.
Last Jedi?
Have you seen a doctor?
So for saying that you hate Star Wars, we've really let you off the hook because we've not taken you to see Rogue One or The Last Jedi.
Well, I've seen one.
Yeah, The Force Awakens.
Oh.
You liked
You know
that?
what else annoyed me was that they've killed off the two like living actors,
And they've kept alive the one dead one.
the one dead one.
Well, on the note of thinking we've lost all our key character actors from the 70s, Harrison Ford, Mark Hamill, Carrie Fisher.
Is the
This
teddy
is-
bear still in it?
Chewbacca will never go.
So you do understand that it is a man in a suit?
I fundamentally know that
Because-
it's an actor.
Over the years, I've worried.
Yeah, okay. This is Solo, which is the spin-off film, and this is the second trailer. We all watched it. Me and the girls, Maddie and Kiki, were quite encouraged by what we saw. But it is a production that's been beset with horror.
Why?
2 directors have been fired from it. Ron Howard,
Oh.
the stalwart who's done films like The Grinch,
From the Fonz.
from the Fonz, has been brought in to
Happy
rescue
days.
it. And rumour has it, he was so frustrated with the lead actor who plays Solo, he sent him off to acting academy.
Really?
No!
This
How
is
do
what
you
I
know
hear.
this?
Supposedly,
Quite
speaking to
cool,
my friend
Allegedly.
Jake. Speaking to my friend Jake, allegedly it's been beset by absolute
Wow.
horror. Now, the plus side is Ron Howard's a really safe pair of hands.
He's a great
So he
director.
might have pulled
It's
it all
quite
around.
funny though. That's quite a funny story.
It
That
is,
feels
isn't
like
it?
a story from the 80s, isn't it?
It does, doesn't it? It has that sort
Go
of...
to
Yeah.
acting.
We don't know if it's true, though.
We don't. But here we go. Solo trailer 2.
You're after something. Is it revenge? Money? Or is it something else? You look good. A little rough around the edges, but good.
Heard about a job. Big shot gangster putting together crew.
Oh, no.
I'm a driver.
Joke.
I'm a flyer. I waited a long time for a shot like this. Woody.
What do you think? Well, what do you know?
You got a line on a ship?
Yeah, I know a guy. He's the best smuggler around.
I heard a story about you. I was wondering if it's true.
Everything you've heard about me is true.
L3!
Let's go out and meet man's face.
Who are these guys? If you come with us, you're in this life for good.
Might wanna buckle up, baby.
Here they come! Let me give you some advice. Assume everyone will betray you, and you will never be disappointed.
I got a really good feeling about this.
Since when do you know how to fly?
190 years old?
You look great. Push it. Glad we took this job.
First thing I've got to say is,
It's not as good as the last trailer.
it's not, is it?
No.
Chewie's got a love interest. Was that a Chewie love interest? Chewbacca's
Looks
got
like
a
a
girlfriend.
blonde Chewie.
It's Chewie with highlights.
This is asking us to suspend our belief even further.
You know, I'm really excited about seeing Childish Gambino as Lando.
Yeah, he's the chap who was in. Do you remember that series Atlanta? We started watching about the music scene in Atlanta. He's the main guy.
The black guy in
Yeah,
it.
yeah, he's the
Yeah.
main guy.
Yeah,
in
he
it.
looked good. I liked him.
He's playing
He's really
young Lando
good,
Calrissian,
actually.
isn't he?
Yeah.
So, I literally don't know what to make of that. If that's supposed to get us really, really sort of like a coiled spring with excitement. I'm
Well,
not.
nothing with me in Star Wars is going to get me
I
to
know, but
coiled spring.
that's a big thing that
Well, it's a big thing
because
because I am a fan of Star Wars.
No, that's what I mean. The last trailer really annoyed me because it was so Star Warsy. There was just so many wars.
Yeah, that's all Star
Stars.
Warsy.
No,
There's quite a lot of wars in that one as well.
There's a lot.
there was a lot of and that that endless thing with the ships
The
flying.
endless thing that you say, "Phew," I've interviewed the guy who won the Oscar to create that.
Yeah.
Well, no, I mean
It's
I'm
like
sure
it's like a seminal moment in cinematic sound history.
I'm sure it's very clever, but I find it quite irritating because I've got tinnitus anyway. It's like double tinnitus, and so I was a bit irritated by that trailer. But Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson. I love him, and I just that voice.
I know,
I
his
got
voice.
a little bit goosebumps
That's
watching
when
that.
that's true.
Because of his voice, because
He
that
was the
is
best
the
bit.
power of a great actor.
Yeah.
When he put his voice to the tone that touches you somewhere inside your heart. So I was able to
When
forgive.
he was, it's kind of quavering, isn't it? And he's like, when you're with us.
I was able to forgive
That was-
Doreen, the second Chewbacca, and
Doreen. Doreen.
and the noise and all of that.
Oh,
So I was a
really?
bit. I could probably sit through this.
I
Really?
think
If it wasn't
Woody
too long.
would-
I'll tell you one thing I am getting slightly frustrated with the entire Star Wars franchise is the constant reliance on an English female voice
Yeah.
that never quite cuts through.
No,
Can I just say
know.
something? That first line was just pitched wrong. The tone of her voice, it was too.
No, I agree.
It was too monotone, and I
I
thought,
agree.
oh God, hey up, this isn't going to be throughout the film, is it? 'Cause she's going to be in trouble.
I think they've made the mistake of thinking, because I think Carrie Fisher was forced to have an English accent in the
But
first
she
Star Wars,
didn't.
but she wasn't, obviously, it was American. And there's this belief that one of the cornerstones of the Star Wars franchise is a slightly plummy female
Do you know what?
English
So
voice.
interesting you say that, because when I was watching it, I was thinking, is this part of the whole Star Wars thing? Because I know everything with Star Wars is very particular.
Yeah.
Do you have to have these strange English accents
Well,
as part of it?
it does appear
Is
to be so.
But is that something that people are going to want because it's a bit retro and vintage and
Yes.
It
that's
doesn't.
what...
I don't know.
I think that's what
though.
they're going for.
Is it not also with the Star Wars franchise that you, as the viewers, almost want to discover these actors and these new
Yeah.
characters? So to bring
Very
a
good
famous
point.
actor from
Very good
another
point.
franchise into it, I think will take away from it.
Well, that's a very good point, and I
Because
think.
I'll just be thinking of Daenerys like the whole time I'm watching that.
But I think it's a very good point, because I think with the key success of the first 3 Star Wars films, all of them, was the fact that all of the lead stars became stars because
you
of
made
Star
them
Wars.
stars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's so you've honed in on a
Yeah.
well, I think you've honed in on a fundamental reason why the Force Awakens was a success, because John Boyega and Daisy Ridley
Yeah.
came from nowhere.
You discovered
We
them.
love
Harrison Ford was so nostalgic that when he came in, and then I suppose you could say they cleverly killed him, there was a kind of real moment for my generation to kind of go, oh, hey. But
So is Daisy gone now then?
this
And
is
John?
an offshoot.
This
This
is
is
an
an
off-
offshoot.
this
This
is
has gone
Oh.
back in time. This isn't like
Why have they done
sequentially.
that?
Well, this is the thing that they're
I mean,
doing.
they've
This is
just-
what Izzy's talking about.
They've only just built Daisy and John Boyega.
Yeah, but there's going to be episode 9. That's part of the episode series.
Yeah.
This is in the Star Wars universe, but isn't. One other thing I'd like to say, I like the look of the droids.
Yeah.
I'm
They're a
bit
bit
s-
mash get smash.
Yeah, but I quite like that. I can't stand them.
Remember that?
I'm a bit sick of the ones that roll around on the floor.
You
She's
two
too young
are.
for that.
When mash makes smash. The very famous ad in the 70s.
Well, yeah, they do
and they
look
all
like
look
that.
like
Not
exactly
Bodger
like
Badger.
that.
No.
They all look like that, and all I was thinking was when mash gets smashed.
But you know what? That for me is quite retro, because that's from the
Right.
70s. So
Yeah.
that kind
I
of
don't
works
want them
for
from
me.
a mashed potato ad.
I don't mind really. Anything but BB-8. I find BB-8 intolerably annoying.
Is that the
little
round one that
flies
looks like
around.
a toilet roll
Yeah, yeah.
holder? Oh, he's annoying.
Anyway, okay, well, mixed feelings.
Do
But
they
you're
come
going to
out
go
with
and see it for Woody.
I would see it for Woody.
I'm going
Go
to see it anyway.
because I'm related
Well, that's
to all
the
of you.
thing, because he's like even though he's been in other things, he's applicable to lots of different universes.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
He manages.
And really
He
looked-
manages to not carry the
he really
baggage of
looked
other
Star
films with him.
Warsy in that, didn't he?
He's not typecast.
Except.
I don't think you can bring a typecast actor from somewhere else.
All of this technology makes Star Wars, but they still can't get Woody Harrelson's hairline right.
That was terrible.
Do you see his wig?
Shame on you, makeup. Shame on you.
What is going on with
He
Hollywood?
looked like he just had a blow dry with hairspray and mousse. You can't do that. In the
Not
middle
when
of
you're
Star
standing on the
Wars.
top of a cliff on the top of a planet with the
Yeah,
wind
his
blowing.
toupee
Can I
was
just
like,
ask one question?
Yes.
What does Star Wars mean? Are there literally wars going on about the stars?
Wars in amongst the stars. Right. Here's an interesting fact. We think that Star Wars is set in the future. Star Wars is set in the past.
Yeah, but this is when all you Star Wars nutters get a bit weird. You
Oh,
just
maybe it
overthink
is.
it.
It is, yeah. It's actually
Whoa.
set in the past. That really
Everything.
does your head in.
yeah.